my father loved Rice. He thought that was the place I ought to go, and I said, Dad, I don't think I can get into Rice. And he said, well, all right, if you don't get into Rice, you can go to MIT.
I've been a friend of Raymond Brochstein's now, I hate to say it, 60 years when we were freshmen together. I think over the last 15 years, to my knowledge, he has contributed as much to Rice University as anyone I know in more diverse ways.
He is a significant presence in Houston and in the world of architecture, and yet he's sweet, he's considerate, he's, as I said, he's not the curmudgeon he pretends to be.
Raymond served on the Board of Trustees with me, and he quickly became a key player in all things dealing with construction, architecture, art. He's still on the Building and Grounds Committee and plays a very important role. Then a few years ago, I got word he was going to give, and he did, some 35 acres to Rice out in Main Street next to his building out there. And that land is just not available anymore. It will be extremely valuable to Rice as time goes by.
I want to welcome all of you to the dedication of the Brochstein Pavilion. This building lies at the very heart of our campus, and although it has no books, no classrooms, it is at the same time a building that is at the very core of what we are about. I don't mean coffee.
The Brochstein Pavilion, I think, has played a significant role for Rice. It's also received a lot of attention nationally among architects. It received the National AIA, one of their honor awards last year. So it's a building that's known all over the country, and that's pretty special for Rice.
Raymond served on our Board of Trustees from 1998 to 2002. And I would say nobody has taken more passionately the obligation that we have to both our past and to our future to create here an extraordinary environment for our community to undertake the important work in education and research and learning and contribution to our community that it does. And so Raymond has continued to serve us on the Buildings and Grounds Committee of the Board of Trustees and is chairman of the Art Committee, which is now fostering and also in entirely new ways an effort to create beauty on this campus. So please join me in once more expressing our deep appreciation, both for the contribution that made this possible, but more important, for the vision that made them really want to do this. Susan and Raymond Brochstein.
It was the best thing that happened to me. I never worked in my life as hard as I worked at Rice, and I never had as much fun as I did at Rice.